Hi everyone, my name is Tosin Ajibade, and on this episode of Influencer Marketing, I'll be talking to the one and only Frank Donga.
Ready.
Alright guys, so if you're just watching or you're just getting to know about influencer marketing for the first time, then this video is for you. So stay back and enjoy the show. Hi Frank.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good to see you, Tosin.
Huh?
Happy New Year's.
Same to you. Alright Frank, so can we meet you?
Yeah, you can meet me.
Okay, so tell us about Frank.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes.
As in Frank Donga.
Yes. Okay. Or who is Frank Donga?
Okay. Who is Frank Donga?
Who are you?
Who am me?
Yeah.
Just like I'm me person. No problem. I'm your friend, your cousin, your neighbor, your uncle, your husband, no, not your auntie. But it depends on how you want to look at it,
Okay.
Birth name, Kunle Idowu. My friends call me Frank Donga, the unemployed, professional unemployed graduate.
Yes.
I'm a comedian, sketch comedian, actor, musician, special effects person, editor, cinematographer, scientist. Let me stop at that.
Comedian.
Yeah, comedian, I mentioned that. Somewhere in the mix.
Okay. All right, so this is the influencer marketing show. So can you tell us what influencer marketing means to you?
Well, from the way I understand it, influencer marketing simply means how you utilize or exploit your following or followership, or the impression you create as a person, a company, or an entity in convincing the way people basically spend money. Because when you talk of influencer marketing, at the end of the day, we can say influencer marketing influence or you impact lifestyle, impact. At the end of the day, influencer marketing is nothing when money is not involved. Bottom line, the people who call you influencers and they want to pay you, are paying you because they think you can shift people's purse in a particular direction to pay. So I think it's a total summation of how you convince, either directly or indirectly, people that like you, that follow you, that see you as important
as
in one area,
authority.
In influencing. I don't want to use the word influencing twice. That's
okay.
how you convince them
yes.
to spend their money in a particular direction for a product or service.
Okay, so for Frank Donga, that's the character, So can you tell us how the journey has been so far?
For me, as Frank Donga, the journey has been incredible. Very grateful to God for that, grateful to the fans, grateful to people like you, media. Basically, coming from a background of science, my first degree was in animal production, agriculture. My second degree was in animal genetics. So moving from that to media, then I was a broadcast journalist for a couple of years as assignment editor, news reporter, news anchor, producer. In a TV station that was, a CNN affiliate, and then 24. The skits started almost accidentally. I've always had that thing from school days, cracking people up unintentionally, doing impressions of the lecturer in front of the class when he has refused to show up, I just love seeing people smile, seeing people laugh. I love being around people that laugh and smile a lot, even though I don't laugh and smile often myself, That's the downside of the career, you understand? But, so after the whole skit thing started, almost accidentally, did one skit with a few friends of mine, and then I think a blog picked it up. Bam! It blew. Job interview. We started doing more. This application thing came on, and former boss, salary, started, and I saw people liked it and enjoyed it, and the comments, were encouraging. I basically just wanted to tell young people what not to do when go for job interviews. But instead of writing a book, creating a seminar and saying we've seen all of that before, so I just decided to do it in a skit form, and it's been incredible. Not every time do you get an opportunity to move from skit on YouTube directly to the big screen cinema, which is kind of like my story. So
because I watched that one day.
Yeah, it was it was an experience. A wedding party was another big one, and there are others coming later in the year. There are some that I don't know if they're going to come to Nigeria. They've been bought outside the country, but it's been an incredible journey for me. I'm grateful to God, the fans, and the hard work has paid off.
Awesome. So looking at your story and looking at how everything all started, can you tell us or mention some of the brands that you collaborated with?
Over the years, I've worked with a lot of brands. reeling out their names one after the other would be almost an impossible task. Well,
A long list.
yeah, well, people like in Qatar. And Qatar is, I think, an online food retail company in Abuja, to other consulting, to FMCGs. Like I think I've done a few things for. I've done stuff for cowbell, done stuff for pig milk, done stuff
The
for
cowbell.
done stuff for breath mouthwash, anti-rose,
Yes.
the mouth odor and the body odor thing,
Yeah.
and many others. Stuff for power pension, done stuff for NGOs about election campaigns and all that. It's been an incredibly long list now. I can go on and on.
And you can go on and on. I can see because I can even tell from your expression that you enjoyed, some of this. So can you tell us some of the campaigns you enjoyed, or some of the brands you enjoyed working with?
I enjoyed every single, because that's one thing with me. If I don't feel the skit, I probably won't do it. It's not about money for me primarily. It's first of all about, do I find this enjoyable? And two, is there a message to it? Is what's unique about it? So that's why the first question I ask when people ask me to do skits is, what exactly am I promoting? Not, give us your price. No, I won't answer that kind of question. What do you want me to do? Am I the right person? There have been situations where I recommended other sketch comedians on Instagram or YouTube and say, I think this person is more suited to this product. But Nkata is very memorable because they allowed me to, they were the first clients to allow me I changed their whole script. It was interesting. They wanted me in a family fair in Abuja, and I came up with a different angle, and it went viral. It was nice. Bread mouthwash that I mentioned also was interesting. People saw this area of savage thing,
Yeah.
Auntie Rose, another character in my skits, offered to give me mouthwash for my fictitious mouth odor.
Yeah.
I don't have mouth odor. And Frank Donga responded with a counter gift for her, which was a 4-liter jerrycan of body odor, roll-on, whatever it was. Also was those were memorable, but generally every single project I've been on, I've enjoyed them. I can't really pick which one now.
So, can you tell us, aside working with different brands and also referring, brands to other comedians like you, have you rejected any campaign, in your career?
Yes, I've had to turn down a few job opportunities or campaigns because of different reasons. The first reason would be that if I don't believe in the product. For example, if a product looks fishy to me, if it sounds scamish, or if it's not really sincere, if I'm not convinced this is a good product, I'm putting my face next to it. As much as as we can, my team and I do thorough background check on products or services that we jump on. We don't just jump on everything, so we ask questions. That's one. Two, things that are heavily political, I tend to shy away from them, because it's also possible that people will not look at the message. They will believe, if Frank is on this, then I'll be on it too. And then I can only vouch for integrity as far as my nose is. If it's me, if it's a third party, it becomes a bit tricky. So when it comes to the weight of political things, I tend to keep away from direct political influencing. And three, if I seriously don't see any humor tied to a product or service, if I can't just find the sweet spot of the humor, or I'm not just getting it, I probably would tell them to give me more time. If they're not, I say, what, maybe it's some other time. I will not put it out if I'm not convinced it's making any sense.
What's your view on brands collaborating with influencers to get more visibility on social media? It's
the future. Brands collaborating with influencers is the future, because it's very important. It's obvious. You can't deny the fact that because of a lot of factors, young and upwardly mobile people that have disposable income to spend, over the years have gradually shifted from billboards, newspapers, to mobile technology, mobile devices, laptops, tablets, phones especially. So entertainment, information, in some parts, some kind of education is also moving to mobile devices. So it only makes sense that the brands also change with time, that agencies change with time. And so we're seeing this influx of people, and besides, it's cheaper. It's cheaper for them to just pay us small money. Stop paying us more money. It's not easy, than to go to TV houses and pull a production company together to do a TV commercial. It's expensive. So they see that this one is cheaper and sometimes more direct in effect. You can go to an Instagram account that has 1 million followers, 500,000 or whatever, pay the person, say, send this my message or mix it with your humor. People almost can't turn down almost can turn down humor that has a message, even if the message is not what they agree with. They'll take the humor part, even if they will not comment about the message. It's easy.
Yes.
So I think it's the future. Brands need to do more of that. We need to do it more deliberately these days. We need to be more precise, and they need to give influencers, depending on who they're working with, more hands. Give them a freer hand to operate and do what they want, because they are the ones who know their audience. So you can't force directly what you want on them sometimes.
All right, so we've talked about brands, we've talked about social media. So can you tell us what social media platform do you think will be the biggest in 2019?
In 2019, well, if we were to consider elections are coming, the first quarter of 2019, Twitter is going to be hot too.
Okay, okay.
Twitter is going to be hot in the first quarter of 2019.
Okay.
I think Twitter is still going to be hot for the better part of 2019 election, because information on social political things are faster. Instagram kind of takes more dominance with entertainment, gossips, gist, fashion,
videos,
comedy, humor. But also Instagram will not be left behind. But I actually see Instagram growing bigger than many other platforms this year. It's still going to grow bigger. Don't forget people like YouTube. Platform like YouTube. YouTube is going to get stronger over the years. It lost some traction a few years ago. So, but Instagram, I think, is going to be it this year.
Okay, awesome. So in terms of content creation, can you tell us the process? What's the process like? Getting into character, having to wear the pink shirts, having to talk to, I mean, it's a lot. So can you just tell us about the content creation process?
Content creation for me, depending on the platform I want to post it on, which most times is Instagram. I have an inspiration, idea, a skit. I run it through my mind a couple of times, trim it down, try to make it fit into a minute, grab my team, bounce it off one or two people, they feel it, we go into production straight up, we shoot. Depending on where we are, we might need green screen, we set up a studio, I have a home studio, set up a whole studio real quick, do the shoot, I do the edits most of the time myself. And if it's a quick thing I can shoot on the phone, I go right into action, shoot on the phone, we make it happen. If it's for a client, that's a different ballgame entirely. You have to be sure you're going to get paid. You probably pay me ahead. I don't do all this. You pay me ahead my money. I don't like chasing people up and down for money.
So it's actually paid before service?
No, it's paid before service. No, I don't do that. It's paid before service. So basically that's it. And I watch it again. And if I have doubts, I have a few think tank guys that can send it to and say, what do you think about this? Because sometimes you never know. Always watch again. Something that didn't come across as offensive to you, it might just be innocently offensive to somebody else. And you know the way our social media can be. You can get triggered very easily.
They're very quick.
So I watch it over and over again. If I'm convinced, this is a good one, I let it go.
Awesome. So, I mean, when you were talking about content creation and how you work with your team, and then you mentioned something, you said you had it.
Yeah.
So do you think influencers today need to acquire skills, before they can become who they are, or they need to just outsource some of these things?
Well, as an influencer, if you have the skills, the shooting and the editing skills for yourself, it makes life a whole lot easier. I mean, starting from your phone, learn how to use the camera on your phone properly with respect to lighting, time of day, quietness, if you need to put audio, little edits of graphics, how to put sound. All those things help. As an influencer, you must be prepared to learn all those things. It makes life easy for you. You can also outsource, but that's going to be expensive. You need a third party. What if you have a skit idea in the middle of the night? Maybe there's something that comes to your mind while you're on the queue, somewhere on the road.
And
you're on the go.
Yeah.
Some of these things are going to happen. I also do memes too. I do humor in pictures, and I also do humor in writing on Twitter. I went to a petrol station during one of the crises at the end of the year. I just told somebody to snap my picture. I had my pink shirt in the car, just jumped on the queue, slapped on my pink shirt, carried the jerry can. It was just a facial expression. And he posted it and had a lot of traction. I was just complaining about the first casting at December. Imagine I had to get a third party to that. Photographer will have to stand, you have to do my makeup and all that. When will this picture come out? So it's always easier.
Everything now is quicker.
Faster, turnout time is quicker, and it's just better for you. But it's not bad if you also have the skill. But if you have a team, if you are going for bigger stuff like YouTube, you want a more professionally produced video, get help.
Awesome. So in a day, how many hours do you spend on social media?
That's relative. Sometimes I'm really busy working on scripts, editing production for my TV series, I'm working on that. Or I'm reading scripts for a movie, or I'm on set. I would say on the average of anything between, cumulatively every day on the average, I'd say between 3 to 4
Hours. Seriously?
No. Is that small? Or
no. I was actually expecting more.
Yeah, because
I see you more on Twitter.
Yes.
These days.
So yeah, right. I know my Twitter people. Yeah, because Twitter is intellectually stimulating for me. Yeah. So you have people that are actually ready for conversation. That's not to say people on Instagram don't get it too. I mean, there are moments for that. You are very brilliant. But I understand the two categories of audience. So I kind of tailor my content for those two categories of people. Healthy, intellectual conversation with facts and figures. People are more cerebral on Twitter. Instagram is more like, make me have fun. Let's savage somebody. You know, what's funny.
What can make me laugh.
Yeah, what's scandalous today? Who is dragging who, you know? People just want bands and fun. And not too deep. Don't go too deep in these skits. Twitter people appreciate deep things.
Yeah.
So,
conversations.
Word, Baba, word.
You know.
Instagram, I don't have that kind of patience. So it's either it's funny now or you carry your skit and go.
All right.
So that's basically
okay, so talking about Twitter and Instagram, I'm sure you have your favorites on this platform. So can you just tell us who your top influencers are?
On each platform?
It can be top 3.
Okay. Well, that's hard. In Nigeria or outside the country?
Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. I
can't but mention these guys. They used to do a Comedy Central, Key and Peele.
Oh.
Keegan and Michael. Yeah. These guys are the best duo I've ever seen in my life. Like 2 of them. Check them out on Comedy Central.
The synergy.
Key and Peele. The show is called Key and Peele. Keypeele, I think. I don't think they're still on Comedy Central. That's internationally, but in Nigeria, I like everybody on. A lot of people are doing a lot of brilliant work.
Yeah.
But a lot names that easily come to mind as we sit here right now. I mean, I can't overlook names like Lasisi Elenu. I mean, his movement was amazing. I remember telling somebody that this guy is going to hit 1 million followers before the
I started following Lasisi when he had 23,100 followers. That was when I started following.
You don't monitor and since. Now wow, Lasisi, no. When they monitor you.
No, because he had skits that people were always talking about. So I was like, who's this guy? And then I joined, when I started following, it was 23,000.
I mean, and the consistency too. And then it takes a lot of work. People don't know that it takes a lot of work, brain, time, and energy to put all these things together. You know, sometimes it's just spontaneous, but sometimes you actually put some thought into it. And and his was really amazing. So Lasisi is one of those top guys there. I really look forward to seeing his skits, and very amazing. Shaggy is another guy. I know I've heard he's done a lot of stumbled on other characters before now. I think Lasisi too has done stuff before now. MC Lively is there, is brilliant. Who else am I leaving out? There are a whole lot of people right now.
Me out.
You don't need this skit now. Now, wow, so this blogging thing, all the money we shop now,
I am just saying.
Hey! we'll be collect.
Anyway.
That number will be involved now. The chop blog money, can't chop.
Have you seen my skits? Oh, God, I don't want to go there. Don't let me go there.
We'll be filling association form now. Have you seen my blog?
I've seen it.
No, have you seen my blog?
I have seen it.
After this show, I start blogging. MC Lively, Shaggy Lasisi, I think Oludola, so this young Oludola, guys are amazing too. A whole bunch of folks are out there doing amazing stuff. And you know what I like about it? Is the fact that everybody has his own side, holding their own, this person is just using his phone in his car. This one is running all over the street like a useless individual wearing shirt. I didn't mention anything. Why are you laughing? Carrying bag up and down, disturbing the street. Another person is just the tout, just disturbing all the garage in the neighborhood, just wearing nothing but boxers and scarf. Or what's that thing?
It's just boxers.
I didn't call it anything. What's the issue? Hey, but it's just beautiful how people are found. And these guys, when you meet them in person, they're actually very smart individuals, very precise in their work. It's an art for them. Some of them studied it in school, theater arts and all that. It's an art, and that's the beautiful part of the whole thing. Brilliant. A lot of people are on Instagram doing amazing works.
Awesome.
Even though that hit, they catch me now for giving more news.
Okay. All right. So, how can people find you on social media?
I know to the dodge. If you type on Twitter now, you put @Frank Donga. That's @FRANKDONGA with that small dash that settle down. Like that, you see it at Frank Donga _. The same thing, Instagram @Frank Donga _. The graphics guy will put it around here on the video now. You see magic @Frank Donga _. How do I know? I don't know. Mr. Editor, put it here. Let me hold it. That's the thing.
All right, Frank, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything we've talked about and discussed. So guys, you've heard it from Frank Donga, and I'm sure by now you are really sure of what you want to do. You want to become an influencer. You're just watching this for the first time. Yes, you have something to motivate you and also inspire you. All right, so guys, thank you all for watching, and you can follow us on social media at Olorisupergal on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can also follow me on social media at Tosin Ajibade on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So guys, until next time, it's bye for me.